Hello guys, and today we'll be learning about coding. The topic of today is making particles. So we're going to make particle effects, and that might sound a bit hard, but it's actually not. So in order to do that, first, the particle effect we're going to make is snow falling from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen. You can alter this code and make it different to do like different particles for like, I don't know, anything you want. You can do rain or anything, but let's just get into it. So first, we're going to go to backdrops, which we're already on, and we might want to change the color from white if we're going to make snow, so we're going to go ahead and change it to black. So we're going to go here, fill, turn it all the way to, grab this, turn it all the way to black, and then we're going to press it, and now it's filled. So we're going to go into code, and we're going to make a new sprite. We only need to make one sprite for this particle effect to work. Yeah, I know you might be thinking, you need a lot of sprites of little snowballs to fall from the top of the screen and from the bottom of the screen in order to make a snow particle effect. But it's not quite what you think. We're going to go ahead and click on Paint, and we're going to go bitmap, because it's going to be pixel art. And we can't really see white, so what we're going to do first, we can't see the white on this canvas that well. So what we're going to do first is make it red, and we're going to just do this. And we want to make it white, so we're going to fill it after the fact so we see what we've done. So now we have a white little dot. Now, how is that going to make an entire bunch of snow particles falling to the ground and then continuously doing that? Well, I'm about to show you. So first, we're going to go ahead and have a when green flag is clicked. And this thing can be at like the top, so like right here or something. And we're going to, when green flag is clicked, we're going to have a clone appear. So, actually no, when green flag is clicked, instead of just making one clone appear, we're going to have a forever block. We can use repeat until, but I just like to, you can use repeat until or forever to do this. Like repeat until with nothing inside, but I just used both depending on which one's the closest to me. So we're going to use forever, and we're going to make the 1 second wait. And then we're going to create a clone, because that's what's going to make all the different snowballs. So if we just do this, it's making the clones, but they're overlapping on top of each other, so they're never going to spread out across. So we're going to go ahead and do when I start as a clone, we're going to keep the Y the same, but we're going to change the X. So what we want to do is when I start as a clone, we're going to move it to go to X, and we want it to be random, because it's going to randomly fall down. So pick random negative 200. I don't know the screen edges, but I know it's either equal to or greater or less than negative 200. And then now we have normal 200. So it's going to do this. So now they're going to start appearing randomly at the top of the screen, but this is too slow. So we're going to go ahead and do 0.50. Now it's a little bit quicker, but they're not falling. That's the problem. So what we want it to do is pause this, and we want them to fall down to the ground. So we're going to use repeat until, and with this we're going to, inside the repeat until, we're going to do change X and change Y. But this is actually, we could just do, instead of using this, we can use, actually we can use this, There's two different ways, or there's multiple different ways of doing this, but you can just use this. So it's going to, we don't want to change the X, we only want to change the Y, so we're going to have it like this. So when it starts as a clone, it's going to repeat, but the Y is in the positive, so it's going to keep going up. We want it to go down, so we're going to do negative 10. So now it's falling to the ground at extreme speeds, which is not what we want. It is what we want, but when the snow lands, it just stays there. It doesn't disappear or anything. I mean, I know snow doesn't actually disappear in real life, but if you're making a particle effect, you might just want it to just have, you don't want it to pile up on the ground because it's going to be too much and the game's going to lag. You could have it like this, but it depends on what you want. So in this situation, we don't want it. So we're going to do repeat until, change Y by negative 10, and we're going to add a repeat until we want a equal to and a less than. So let's just go ahead and do a check. We're going to bring this ball all the way down to the ground, And now, oops, that was too low. So the lowest value is what it seems like negative 201. So we're going to have our y value, y position, in both of these, and it's going to be equal to negative 201 or less than negative 201. But I think since it's let's just try this out. But I think since it's negative and it's less than negative, it's not going to work. But let's try this. So we're going to go ahead and try this. And now it's repeating until, but we didn't add something that would happen at the end. No, it'll hide when it's done. And it works. So if we were to take this out, it would still work because it's mainly focusing on this. I don't think this is, if you just left this in, it would work. It wouldn't. Why? Because it's less than negative 201, which means it'd be, like, it's different from the negatives, so you would want it to be greater. You would need to add a greater, but we don't need that since equal is enough. So we can take this OR out, and just have it like that. And so now when the snow lands, it disappears. But another thing, this guy, if we have this guy at the top, if we start it, that guy's going to stay right there. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is, let's see if this works, but if not, there's another solution. Definitely doesn't work, because it hides all of everything. So, well, if we do this, I think it'll work. Yes, because it's hiding the main sprite, but it's showing the clones. So this will work, but there's also another way, but this way is simpler. So now you have your snow dropping, but you can make it drop faster, like this, to make immense snow, or even you could do a blizzard by adding no weight. You could just put it there. And now it's a whole bunch of snow particles. And you can change the color, make it like blue rain, or whatever you want. So, let's just try the rain. Let's try blue. Taking a while to load. But yeah, that just about sums it up. You can make any particle effect. You can alter this code to give yourself a different, like, you could alter this code to give yourself a different particle effect. Like, you can do it from the sides, not just from the top, from the bottom, to make it go up. But this is just the start of what you can do with particle effects. So with this, I hope you remember to like, subscribe, and we'll see you later.